And welcome. This is Tuesday, the 18th of April, and it's just about 8 o'clock. We'll start first. This is the AUD USD. This has fallen this morning, and as it's fallen, my trades up here, I've put a stop loss. So all the trades up there, I've got a stop loss behind, and I've got a position. I wanted to be short this about £2. I've subsequently taken another position down here. The pair's shorted, and I put another stop loss in, and then placed another trade there. I've just got knocked out of that. Might have done that myself. So basically at the moment I've got £9 short, but £6 of that is behind a stop loss up here. So that I find is a fairly safe way to trade, and it saves the risk. You can get quite a heavy position on without the risk, and all of those trades up there, they're all in profit. Right, so the AUD USD, we're obviously short it, and it's come down quite nicely for us this morning, and we think it's going to continue. We're below the 50 on the RSI. The stochastic is just turning over. Everything looks like it's going to be okay. So the AUD Japanese yen. This was support here. I got out, I think, up here. Haven't been in it since. It has followed nicely down. I preferred the AUD USD. But we'll see how that goes. Euro JPY. This has followed a nice downward trend. It's had a little bit of weakness, and it's or a little bit of strength in the euro, a little bit of weakness in the yen, and we've popped back up for a bit of a breather. I think this should just continue down, so we'll see what happens with that. AUD New Zealand dollar, that's fallen nicely this morning. I was in it, but anyway, I'm not in it at the moment. This is quite a heavy support line here, so, and it's just gone through it, so that looks like a nice short. Euro New Zealand dollar. The commitment of traders report for this pair was very good. They were extremely long the New Zealand dollar and short the euro. So I think this is going to continue on through short. We're below the 50 now on the RSI, so we'll give that a few days, see what happens there. Pound AUD. Very sadly, I got knocked out of one of my trades this morning. I had 3 positions on, and one I got knocked out just before this nice green candle here moved up. We're now at resistance. We'll see if we can get over this today. And oil. This is looking like it's just it's going to go down. I want to short it. I think it might just have one more pop to the upside, and then I will get in it short. Yes. Yeah, I got knocked out up here. I got 3 separate trades, £1 a piece. I got them in with a stop behind them. I got knocked out, and I wasn't quite quick enough to get back in. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. But hey ho, that's Forex. AUD CAD. I'm back short the AUD CAD. It's coming down nicely. I'll put a stop in behind this, and we'll leave that for a couple of weeks, see how far that goes. Euro dollar. Surprisingly enough, this has done very little over the last 3-4 weeks. I got out of it. I think at the black line. I haven't got back into it. I think I ought to, but I just see better trades out there. So unless it does anything dramatic, I want to short it. If it just happens to pop up a couple of hundred pips, I'll probably short it back down. Euro GBP, again, it's moving down very nicely below the 50. As long as the RSI wiggles about below the 50, this downward trend is going to continue. Silver, that's just started to come down. I thought this was going to make a fool out of me, but it looks like it's going to come right for me. USD JPY. This has weakened a little bit. It was coming down nicely. We saw the commitment of trades report for the yen was not as long as it has been, and we've had a few problems with the US dollar. It's sort of weakened a bit with all the problems in the world. So I really think this is going to continue on down. The S&P 500, it hasn't really done anything this morning. I think the market might actually be closed, but we'll see what happens with this. I am short it. I haven't got my position marks on here, but I am actually short the USD JPY. So I'm hoping for that to continue on down. USD Mexican peso. It has actually come down now onto the support line that I put in. This support line is quite heavy. It's a turning point in the past. The commitment of traders report is heavily long this pair. If I wasn't in, I would consider this quite a key position to enter. In fact, I'm very tempted to put a bit more in long. USD CAD. Yeah, we got back into this a couple of days ago, and we got in about here long, and we got promptly knocked out, and it's popped back up again. Personally, I'm not that keen on this pair. I've not traded it a lot in the past. I just think there might be better pairs out there, but we have had, or we may well have a short on the oil, so that will actually weaken the Canadian dollar. So this could be quite a good long. And right, I'll go back. We'll just have a quick look at the S&P, which I missed. The S&P basically is done nothing today. We had this green candle on Friday. Right, we had that green candle, and the position is actually holding. So that surprised me. Well, a little bit of weakness coming through. I viewed this as the last flurry to the upside. That, you know, we'll see what happens with it, but I don't think for one moment it's going to show much more strength. I think that's about the end of it on the S&P 500, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and thanks for the likes and the subscriptions, much appreciated, and we'll speak to you tomorrow.